तड़का मार के रेडियो गरम मसाला.
Hello and welcome to Radio Garam Masala. Today we have the legend of Indian music, Dr. Padma Shri Shri Yesudas here with me. He is here in Perth to perform on the 31st of July. We're just going to interview him. And welcome to Perth.
Thank you so much.
This
Namaste.
is your first trip?
Namaste to everybody.
This is your first trip to Australia?
This is the not first trip to Australia, first trip to Perth.
Perth, okay. How are you finding it so far? You enjoying it?
Yeah, so many places we visit and a different place we are enjoying it. And the main thing is one of my classmates from the 4th class.
Okay.
He's in
Perth.
In Perth. So I'm a little thrilled about that.
And did you know about it before?
Of course.
Oh, excellent.
Of course, years before he shifted to this country.
Excellent.
So I was eagerly waiting to meet.
Appo കാണുന്നുണ്ടോ?
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh, fantastic. Excellent.
They everybody came to, from Cochin to this side.
Okay.
Years before.
Yes, before. Okay.
His name is Clinton.
Clinton, okay.
Not the President Clinton.
I hope you have a lovely time with him.
Thank you.
You have dominated the Malayalam film industry and you have sung pretty much in most of the Indian languages. You have also accomplished the Carnatic field. Is there anything else that you think you're going to achieve or what's next?
The thing is actually, the basic thing is music only. Whether it is film song or in Carnatic or Hindustani, Western or Japanese or Chinese or anything, music is only one. That is notes wise, 7 notes is there. The variations, we call it is in Hindi mein bhav. Bhav, that will be little different. The expression. That's the only thing, Then we say that it is Carnatic music, this is film song, this is folk song, this is classical, this is... Everything is one. Exactly like the religion. Only one. But, we are separating ourselves. But I studied by the grace of my father's blessings. He was a drama artist and very well-known artist in drama. So he picked up the music by himself, hearing and so maybe that helped me, that he thought that my son should properly learn. And you know that even I'm from a Christian family, but he said those days the Christians they with music only with music they can survive.
That's true.
But he said, you don't worry about your studies. You go for studies, music.
Yeah.
So he helped me. That was my blessing. Otherwise, I would have been nothing.
Excellent. So you consider obviously...
Why I'm telling, this is very important thing, all the parents, they should understand what that child will become. The pre-planning. Simply, if you are seeing somebody is a very well tennis player and my son also, no. You have to watch the child, what is his aptitude. And that will help. That's why I'm happy in my life. I'm satisfied with me. This music is great. That is different, It's never-ending process, actually.
It's an ocean.
It is an ocean.
So your dad was your first guru.
Yeah, of course.
And then you...
Chembe that was my last but one Chembe was, and Pallavi Narasimhachari is the last one.
Okay.
But there is no last or first, Actually, one day, you may be hearing a small child singing. We may, wow, kya gaate ho? Then we may pick it from him. So that time he is giving a tinge of Guru Sthan.
True.
So you can't say that in the last and beginning or anything.
That's true. You started your career in the early 60s.
And 61, 1961 and 14th November.
And you have a unique personality, and you started the White Revolution.
Oh, that is the very great secret behind it.
And you wouldn't want to share that with us?
It is, of course, the main reason is my father was so very famous. Later on, he became sick due to those days there was no traveling, as buses roads are not good, and these people, they have to go for dramas in the, very troublesome travel they had to do. Food will not be available, and from where they make it getting from so many, and he died in the age of 55.
Okay.
And that particular time we were in a very bad shape. So the white, nobody understand how many numbers you got. You understand? It helped me.
Yeah.
Then I became a craze on it. Otherwise, nothing.
So much so that you became a trendsetter, because there were quite a few. I remember my father telling me that a lot of the school boys and girls started, following your footsteps and wearing white and
but
white.
One thing I'll tell you, this is a feeling only, that those days in Kerala, a lot of people before me, they used to have veshti, mundu and kurta.
Kurta white.
White only, but they not recognized. I don't know. The God's grace, they recognize me with this. I don't know.
And you did become a trendsetter, and it's amazing that you've kept that till date.
I'm so happy that my hair is not. No.
You have been singing for the last 50 years, 5 decades, and pretty much you've achieved every language in India, and you also sung in some foreign languages, Russian, Malay.
Russia is actually not for the film. I learned from Russian. When I visited there, I learned some song, and then I sang. Then Arabic song also.
Arabic,
like
yes.
that. But in English, one of my friends, they came for my concert. One composer from Los Angeles. His name is Ricardo Barantes. He said, can you sing in English? Then I said, anything, if you want me to use, you can do it.
Yes.
Then we did it, a very good album. I said, look, it should be little standard, that, it's not like, that, no, you just listen my composer. He was so good creator. And he was catching our styles little, and we were discussing, and he chose from Tagore's lines, and he translated into English and composed it. Yes,
Bengali.
No, the content he took it and
translated it.
And
wow.
The CD's name is Ahimsa.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah. Excellent. Wow. How do you, when you starting like say 5 decades ago, your voice is still so fresh and pure, and you still maintain the same sort of voice. What do you do? How do you manage that?
I will not tell anybody. No. Only thing is, intake, we should be very careful about. Not only for our singer or anybody. Of course, body, always, that at that time comes means, it will be definitely play its own troubles. But we should be very careful about it. My habits is very carefully I do. That is in one thing I observed, the singing style as well as the lifestyle, Rafi Saab. Rafi Saab is so, even I talk little louder, but he never talks even louder. Beta kaise? Aisa bolega. So that much of so many things we have to. But one thing, he's very much weak in food. Not this. He never touched. He's a pakka real Muslim. Also, but he's very much interested in food and sweets and. Wife used to say, his wife used to say, night time, you'll just go and take from the fridge. He was like that, very much. So maybe that is the reason. But me, I am very sensitive in. I will choose my food. If anything, if I get a problem, I never touch in my life. So it's going on.
തണുപ്പ് കഴിക്കില്ല.
No.
ഡയറ്റിലും നിങ്ങൾ സ്പൈസസ് ജാസ്തി അങ്ങനെ ഒന്നുമില്ല?
We can, but it will affect. So we have to be very careful. Oily things, too much of fried one. These things we have to do.
And they do also say that singers, if they have a performance, they kind of go into a shell before the concert. Anganonnilla where you take Maunavritam for 2 days or 3 days.
No. You can practice, not too much. You have to sing that particular day a lot of time. 3 hours, 3.5 hours. You will be strained. Morning if you practice like that, it will be a strain for you. So better warming up is there. That practice that we have to do daily.
Yeah. But daily you still continue the riyaz.
Only this one, nothing than.
Wow, that's amazing.
Tapasya we call it.
The dedication as well. Das uncle ne 3 aanmakkalu, 3 sons. Appo Vijay maatre Das uncle ne footsteps follow cheyiditullo.
Exactly like my brothers are. I'm elder, and I got the other 4, 1 sister and 3 brothers. They can also sing, but my father didn't allow them to. He only learned other things. You can study and go for your.
So Vinod is the eldest.
Vinod is my sons. I'm talking about my brothers.
Yes, yeah.
This is I got 3 boys.
Yeah.
And Vinod and Vijay and Vishal. And Vijay and Vishal is married. Okay. And Vinod is still, I don't know.
And they are in the
There
US.
is a chance for.
Definitely.
Any eligible girls out there?
But I'm not sure about. You have to. The who prepare, they have to catch all them.
So Vijay is the only one that actually followed your footsteps and came into this profession.
Yeah.
And you've let the others do what they want, basically. You've not...
No, they studied very well. And even Vijay used to, as Tamasha, they used to say, Appa, don't worry about studies. I will follow you. And he was having the taste.
Yeah.
He was showing the taste in the younger age. Yeah. So I also encouraged him.
Ear for music.
Yeah,
that's very true. Very good. നമ്മുടെ മലയാളികൾക്ക് ഇവിടെ Perth മലയാളികൾക്ക് ദാസേട്ടന് വല്ല മെസ്സേജ് ഉണ്ടോ? And also for our Radio Garam Masala listeners, a message
Garam
from...
Masala എല്ലാരും കഴിക്കൂലേ? Garam Masala not only for Hindi speaking people.
True.
Garam Masala के लिए सब लोग के लिए. So മലയാളികളോട് എൻ്റെ നന്ദി. അവരെന്നെ ഇത്രയും കാലം ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട് എന്നെ പല പ്രാർത്ഥനയിലും അവരുടെ ഇതിലുമൊക്കെ എന്നെ ആശീർവദിച്ചതിന് എൻ്റെ ഈ നിലയ്ക്ക് കാരണം അവരാണ്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ മറ്റുള്ള എല്ലാ ആളുകളെയും എൻ്റെ നന്ദി പറഞ്ഞു.
Thank you so much, uncle. It's been a great pleasure.
Thank you. तो गरम हो गया?
Radio Garam Masala, spiciest radio in town.